number one, you as the leader of your region, you are a true believer that this is the way to go and you want to start experimenting. Number two, you got support from not your board, but your CEO to start experimenting. And number three, and there I have an interesting question, you immediately started with really changing the organization structure. And there's my question. Do you think it's necessary to either in the beginning or somewhere down the journey to take down the silo org chart and design an alternative structure that supports these principles? Is the change in structure a precondition for success? Yes or no? And the reason I'm asking is because a lot of companies come to us and they say they want to go in this journey, but they say we don't want to change our company structure, right? So that's why I'm asking you the question.
So it's a good question, and I think the best answer I can give you, Nick, is for me in Fujitsu and for the problem I had, I think it's impossible. It was impossible, and it is impossible to make a change without looking at the alternative organizational structures.
Mm-hmm.
So I will not claim that it's not possible elsewhere. I'll just say that for me, I don't think that is possible. And let me explain you why through a metaphor that I usually use when I'm talking with my teams about the micro enterprises. It's like you're trying to fly a balloon, right? So you get everyone together and you ask, so should we put this balloon in the air? And everyone will say yes. The boss is there, he's asking, should we put the balloon in the air? So the answer must be yes. So sales will say yes, delivery will say yes, finance will say yes, and everyone will be convinced that very soon the balloon will be flying. And what happens is that each department wants to steer the balloon in its own way. And let's say the analogy I give is like putting a hook in the balloon. If every department then puts a hook in the balloon and says it needs to be my way, or you need to do it the way I think is the right way to do it, then guess what? The balloon will not leave the ground.